Okay, I hope this is the last part. Probably you do too. Okay, so when we get to a trial though, we might have a run each day, right? An open run each day. And some of us who are going for advanced titles might do an open run and a novice run, or might do an open run and a novice brace, or open brace and not, who knows, okay? You might be doing multiple runs a day, is my point. And you're doing, like, I don't train my dogs at home necessarily every day, right? I'm doing every other, I'm giving them rest, I'm giving their muscles time to repair. But at a trial, they're going every day, all right? So I really want you to think through, what if it was you, okay? What if you had to pull your weight up the same terrain, whatever, okay? Or you had to carry it, or you had to work up to it. How would you feel, okay? So I want you to think of like body care for them in between. Like, do you have like a laser coat or something you can borrow, or something for them that it will help them in their repair? Are you giving them electrolytes, potassium, extra protein? Like, how are you feeding them? Like, what are you doing for them to support this? They are athletes, okay? Just because they're walking while they're doing it doesn't mean they're not athletes, okay? I once tried to pull I had my brace cart, and I was taking it from the car to the ring, and I didn't want my dogs to do that because I usually don't ask them to do that work in the morning. They're gonna work all day. Why do I need them to do that? And I tried to pull my 170-pound loaded brace cart over grass that was very boggy, very squishy. It was, and I tapped out. I couldn't do it, okay? I could not do it. Now, normally I can, move the cart around, pull the cart around, pull the weight around. But my point is, you ought to think about whether you could do it, and what kind of rest you would need, and what kind of conditioning you would need, and what kind of conditioning you would need to do that multiple times a day. So when you are conditioning, as you are getting closer, ask yourself, could my dog do a 2 a day? Do I need to be training twice a day for the last week or so, or couple weeks? Again, the more time you can give your teams, the better. But do you need to be conditioned for that? I find that 99% of the people do not work their dogs twice a day or back-to-back days, and especially at the bigger weights, until they go to the trial and they just expect their dogs will do it. Well, adrenaline takes you pretty far, and your dogs, usually will. They're good working dogs, they're good kids, they'll do it for you. But I want you to ask yourself, is that the best use of your conditioning, okay? Can you be better preparing for them to do it, okay? Now, that brings up a whole bunch of things. You're gonna say, I don't have time, we had terrible weather, it was too snowy, too hot, too whatever. Yes, those are real things that we deal with all the time when we are trying to condition our dogs. One thing that when I have dogs that are, I'll say like working toward bigger titles, I try not to let them dip down back to, say, 0. 40 pounds maybe, whatever half their weight is, 50 pounds, whatever you've got. So you're not starting from 0. It's not good for your muscles. If you think about us, bodybuilders, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's always working out for rolls, or people like that are always working out for rolls, they don't ever, they don't come off of a movie or something and just eat Twinkies for 3 months and then go back to working up really hard. So yes, you might be conditioning extra right before, but try not to go all the way back down, okay? It's not good for them. It takes you longer to get back. So yeah, even if it's snowing, even if it's hot, it's sometimes ridiculously hot out here where I am. It'll be 85 today. I got up early, I trained, I did a shorter session. I'm gonna make sure that they go straight into air conditioning or whatever. We can get it done. We just have to be creative. And yeah, maybe we have to get up early or stay up late. In my geography, it's so humid in the morning that morning is out most of the time. But staying up late, or doing it dinner time or something is actually a better time. I don't know where you live. You're gonna manage it. But you can't let your dogs take the brunt of that problem. Okay? It's not their fault it was hot all summer. It's not their fault it was snowy all winter. It's not their fault. So you have to figure out a way. Maybe you have to take your dog swimming. Maybe you have to do something else indoor that will simulate getting those muscles stronger. Okay? Maybe you're going on more strenuous hikes. right? To get their cardio up or whatever they have to do. But just take a holistic view of that and really have a think about what you're asking your dogs to do and if they are properly conditioned to do it. Okay, I'm ending my rant. I hope that helps. Please give me questions and I'll do my best to answer them.